here with Lino Capolicchio to talk about the Garden of the Finzi-Continis. Can you first talk about how you came to be cast in the film and what it was, how you found De Sica as a director?
Yes, I understand. Yes, it was extraordinary master first, because lui era in grado di dirigere qualsiasi attore e non attore in the same way. Lui aveva diretto dei non attori nei film del neorealismo, però era in grado di dirigere proprio come era un maestro di recitazione, essendo lui anche un attore. He was an actor, so it was very, very, come si dice, it was easy for him to direct, but it was directed in a way extraordinary, because sometimes a little line, it was searching the exactly mood. Understand? You understand?
So if I can translate
yes.
briefly what was not done in English already, the experience with working with De Sica was extraordinary because of De Sica's capacity and ability to direct actors. And he, in his early films, in the neorealist films, he directed non-professional actors, and subsequently he directed professional actors. But with both, he was extraordinary, and probably because he was himself an actor, and that's why it was such a great experience. And even with the smallest line, he would give such precise instructions that the performance was great afterwards. And the first part of the question, though, was how you were cast for the movie. La prima parte della domanda è come è stato selezionato per il ruolo del film Giardino dei Finzi-Continis.
Yes. Allora, at that time, I was a star in Italy. Was a big star. But De Sica called me and said to me, I know you are a star, I know you are a good actor, but it's necessary for me to make come si dice, un provino, a test. So he called me with a beautiful girl, but not Dominique Sanda. The first time was not Dominique Sanda. Was an actress, very, very beautiful actress, but not Dominique Sanda. But after one, and when I went to the test, my hair was long, like that. So De Sica was astonished by my hair, long hair, and said, we must cut it. It's possible? And I said, yes, it's possible. But I was no glad. And he cut my hair, and now we can do some test. After 10 days, a man of a production called me and said to me, you must come to Cinecittà for another test. And I said, it's not possible. I made it. Yes, but De Sica wants another test. So I went to Cinecittà and I I did it with Dominique Sanda, the second test was. So he looked at me and said, I suppose you are the best for this movie.
So much of the film is shot on location, and particularly, of course, the garden is this iconic setting. Can you talk a little bit about where you shot the film and what it was like shooting on that location?
La maggior parte del film è girato in esterni,
Sì.
a Ferrara. E ci può dire qualcosa dell'esperienza di girare appunto nel luogo esatto dove
c'è il giardino.
dove c'è il giardino, dove si svolge la storia, piuttosto che in uno studio di Cinecittà?
Sì. The most interesting thing is that the garden doesn't exist. All the people comes in Ferrara and ask, please, what is garden? There is no garden in Ferrara, but it's an invention of the movie. The cinema is incredible thing, because when you shoot and after you cut the film and you fai il montaggio, come si dice?
You edit.
You edit. You take some, you shoot there, you shoot there, you shoot there, and you
Put it all together.
Yes.
And it looks like one place, and instead it's
Yes.
10
and
different.
it becomes the garden. We shoot in Rome. We shoot in Monza. Parco Reale in Monza is a part of the garden. In the Orto Botanico in Rome is a part of the garden. Villa Ada in Rome is part of the garden. And you raduni, come si dice, together,
put together,
and it becomes what you see in the movie. It's extraordinary. I think it's extraordinary of the character del cinema. Il carattere del cinema è questo.
The nature of cinema is this,
it's a fable. It's not reality. It's fable. And you go look at a fable, not reality. That's incredible.
Giorgio embodies a kind of essence of youth. He has the soul of a poet. He experiences heartbreak. He has this struggle to relate to his father. Can you talk a little bit about how you saw the character and in what ways you related to the character or understood the character as being similar or different to yourself?
When I was at the premiere of the movie in Jerusalem, after the premiere, I sit at dinner near Golda Meir. And Golda Meir asked to me, excuse me, but you are a Jewish? And I was embarrassed because I didn't know what to reply. And I said, I think no, I don't know exactly, but I think no. But I studied for a long time to be inside the character of this boy, this Giorgio. Yes, I studied very much a long time before to shoot, and and she said, yes, because you seem like really a Jewish man. I say, thank you, Miss Mayor. Yes, the most interesting thing to say is that Giorgio Bassani, the writer of the novel, was my master at the Academy of Dramatic Art in Rome when I studied. He was teaching me theater history, and he was very glad that me was the protagonist of this novel.
Did De Sica instruct you or coach you before arriving on the set, or mostly just once production began?
No, I never meet De Sica before in my life, before to shoot the movie. I saw De Sica 3 days before to shoot, and I talked with him about the character of the movie. And he said to me, I choose you because I think you are, I felt it, you are a sensitive man. It seems to me you are very sensitive. So I want this character, I want, you must speak slowly,
softly,
underacting, slowly, very molto piano, come si dice? Softly, because I want to see your la sua anima, your soul. Yes, I want to look your soul. So it was very interesting for me to speak slowly, in every scene.
What was De Sica's technique or approach like on the set? Can you describe sort of a typical scene, how he would direct it?
I don't know. He was very, when he came to every day when he came to the set, it was very like, you know, come si dice, generale d'armata?
A general.
A general, like a general. Please, camera, here. And I want l'obiettivo, come si dice?
The camera.
Sì, l'obiettivo della camera. You don't know. Okay.
No, ci diceva.
And I want make this scene. I want the actor here. I want close up now. I want campo lungo, come si dice?
Long shot.
Long shot now. Very. Tuck. And after he called me or another actor and slowly say to me, now you speak this very slowly, please. Little. No. Little. This line, very little. Just breathe. It was incredible. I want to see your eyes. I want to look in your eyes, your interior. And when at the end of the movie there is a scene, I just look my best friend bed with my the women I love. He said to me, I want I want to see in your eyes all i passaggi
psychological passages
of your emotion. You are astonished when you see it, and after you are emotionally complex, and you are a pain in your stomach, and you after are angry, and you go terribly angry, and I want to see everything in your eyes, just in your eyes, please. And he said, you go now and concentrate.
Concentrate.
Please concentrate, and after you say, I'm ready. So I shot. Okay, and after a quarter of an hour, I said, Master, I'm ready. Okay, we shot now. And we shot, and he said, stop. And we said, please, when you go out of the camera, you go at the end, you go slowly because you are in the close-up. So go slowly. Okay, another one, just another one. It was quite well. Okay, we made another shot, and after he said, don't say anything. He said, like that, and I went to the mio camerino, come si dice?
In the locker room.
Yes, I was going there, and io ho sentito.
He felt a touch on his shoulder.
Yes, and he said, boy, you are a great talent. And I was fainting.
Now that scene became somewhat controversial with the author of the novel, right, or with readers of the novel, because it changes somewhat. It makes definitive something that in the novel is somewhat ambiguous, right? Did you have any feelings about that, or over the years, or thoughts about that?
Which scenes are you referring to?
The scene he was just talking about shooting. I guess in the novel, you don't see for certain that the woman he loves is sleeping with his best friend, but in the film, De Sica adds that.
Ok, lui vorrebbe sapere qualcosa sulla scena in cui Giorgio capisce che la sua ragazza va a un rapporto con l'altro amico e chiede se questa scena ha avuto delle polemiche, perché è stata aggiunta da De Sica rispetto al romanzo.
Sì, ci sono delle cose, alcune cose che non ci sono nel romanzo, no? Sono più di una. Anche il finale non c'è nel romanzo. Io a un certo punto scompaio e non c'è nel romanzo. Però credo che il cinema e il romanzo siano due linguaggi molto diversi, e quindi uno scrittore a malincuore, se vende i diritti per un film, deve anche accettare che la sceneggiatura sia diversa dal libro.
Yes, there are in fact several things in the movie that are not in the novel, and especially the ending of the movie is not in the novel. What he thinks is that cinema and literature are two different languages, and when a writer, when a novelist gives the rights to one of his works to a cinematographer, to a filmmaker, he understands that there are things that will be changed.
Yes, I think so.
Ma ci può dire qualcosa di quella particolare scena? se ha causato delle polemiche o in Italia quando è uscito il film?
No, no. Bassani non era d'accordo su alcune cose della sceneggiatura, ma non in particolare di quella scena lì. Lui non era d'accordo su alcune cose che non corrispondevano al libro, ma quella scena lì non ha creato nessun problema in Italia.
So Giorgio Bassani, the novelist, was not in agreement with some of the additions that De Sica made in the movie, but that particular scene was not one of those. He did not disagree to it, and it did not stir any controversy in Italy at the time.
So the cast of the film was largely a very young cast. Was there a kind of bonding off the set? What was the atmosphere like amongst the actors?
Il cast del film era di attori molto giovani, sì. E c'è stato ci sono sviluppate delle amicizie o dei rapporti particolari fuori dal set?
I was friendly with Berger. Was very nice man, foolish, completely mad, but very nice man. With Dominique, no good, because after 10 days we are shooting. She asked to me, I want to make love with you. I was surprised, and it was not good for me. I like her like woman naturally because she was beautiful, but I felt the sensation that I was come si dice uomo oggetto?
I was being used. I was
yes.
Like an object.
Yes, and so I replied, no good. I said, I don't want you. And she said, why not? And I replied, because with a terrible, una risposta terribile ho dato.
A terrible answer.
A terrible answer, very terrible, absolutely terrible. I say, because it will be like lavarsi i denti, come si dice?
Brushing teeth.
Brush the teeth. And she was.
No.
That's, no, impossible. She went away, running. And after 2-3 months, to writer, no, come si dice giornalista? Journalist, French journalist, was asking about me, and she said, he's a very, very good actor, but like a man, he's a strange man.
So this film recently received a digital restoration. Can you say anything about that and seeing the film restored and what it looked like to you, and maybe also where that restoration will go, if it will have a new home video release, if you are aware?
Il film è stato restaurato digitalmente.
Sì.
Ci può dire qualche cosa su questo e se sa di distribuzioni particolari in seguito al restauro?
Il film è uscito a Parigi alcuni tempo fa, è stato su 9 mesi in un cinema degli Champs-Élysées, con un successo travolgente, file lunghissime. E in Italia sì, è stato presentato anche in Italia. Io credo che sia un splendido restauro, mi piace molto, sono molto contento di questo perché penso che questo sia uno di quei film che rendono eterni. Io credo che il cinema renda eterno chi lo fa, quando si tratta di un film come questo entrato nella storia del cinema.
The restored version was opened in Italy, and then it was shown in Paris in a movie theater on the Champs-Élysées. It was there for 9 months with huge lines, so it was a big success. He personally finds it splendid. He likes it very much, and he thinks that in this way it will allow this particular movie to become eternal, which is the destiny for the great artists who made the movie, and that's one of the qualities of technology and cinema today.
Your first film, I believe, was The Taming of the Shrew with Franco Zeffirelli. You played Gregory, is that right?
No, I play a little personage, a little one. But I met Richard Barton and Taylor and Mrs. Taylor. She said to me, the first time I saw her, and Zeffirelli said, Liz, please, I want to introduce to you this young actor, very good actor. And I was in the ball, completely in the ball when I saw her in person. And she said, hello. Very nice. And I was, for me, I was just 22 years old. I was a little boy. And I called my mother and I said, Mama, Liz Taylor said to me, hello. I don't believe it. It's impossible. And Richard Barton was very nice with me. You know, he was great actor. And when I was looking at him when he was playing the role, Petruchio, with his magnificent voice. Oh, I was astonished for a great in performance, great actor. It was gentle. Don't worry, no problem. I hope so. I said, I hope so.
What were your impressions of Zeffirelli as a director?
Zeffirelli was a nice person, and was a good director, because he is a schoolboy of Visconti, and he learned in the stage a lot, so it's very easy for him to touch, to direct the actors. Was very good director. And one day I was at his house, at his home, and it was there the 1 year after the movie, The Taming of the Shrew. I was at Zeffirelli's home, and he asked to me, please, there is a young actress who is Giulietta in my next movie, and you must touch her, the Italian. You must touching Italian. Me, yes, you, please. And I saw this beautiful girl, 17 years old, incredible beautiful girl. And I was touching, but for me it was impossible to touch, because I was looking this fair, beautiful girl, and was impossible for me to explain something, you know. And she said, please touch me. What the meaning of the I want to say in Italia death. How do you say in Italian death? I say morte. Death is morte. Morte, no, morte. And after, how do you say bello? Beautiful. I said bello. Bello? Bello. It was funny. It was funny. It's possible I fall in love with her, but I was afraid about Franco. Franco was terrible. Play, touch to her.
You turned to directing yourself.
Yes.
What or whom encouraged you to direct?
Chi l'ha incoraggiata a
Nobody.
diventare regista?
Nobody. I feel it. I touched for 4 years in the Centro Sperimental in Rome, a cinema school, a very important cinema school. I touched there for 4 years, and I discovered two actors very famous, Francesca Neri and Sabrina Ferilli. I discovered this, and I discovered another when I was preparing my first movie like director. I discovered a young actor, Pier Francesco Favino. Now he's very important in Italy, Italian actor. And I discovered him. I made many tests, and after I discovered, I said, you are perfect for this role. I choose the role. I'm a great sensibility. I immediately feel if you are a good actor or not. For me, it's very easy.